I warmly invite you to join me on a guided tour of the Ridley headquarters in Belgium.
Hello, Bartek from Road Racing here. I extend a warm welcome to all of you. Today I'm greeting you from the Belgian cycling factory, which is home to the Ridley, Eddy Merckx and Nuke Proof brands. We're currently in the Ridley showroom, where a vast array of their current collection is showcased, featuring various versions and diverse paint schemes. It truly makes a significant impression. And in the second part of this video, I'll be showing you numerous shots from the manufacturing process, detailing how these bicycles are produced, along with incredibly interesting footage from one of the most advanced aerodynamic tunnels available to cyclists in Europe. This is from Ridley's tunnel, which is also utilized by other cyclists and companies alike. If you recall my visit to Vittoria, Italy, specifically in Bramante, people there mentioned using this very tunnel for testing wheel sets with various tires for testing, well, tires. One versus the other. This tunnel revealed that at 60 kilometers per hour, the difference between a tire with a glued tread and a vulcanized one is a full 5 watts, which is a very significant amount. What's interesting about this tunnel? But I'll tell you what's interesting when we get to the footage of the tunnel. In any case, it's worth it, so stay until the end here with this video. Also, remember to subscribe, leave a comment, hit the like button, and boost the video if you can, so that I can create more content like this. And behind me are Ridley's Super Sport machines in 2 different versions. The Ridley Noah 3.0, a very aggressive geometry. It's not for everyone, I'm aware of that, but it looks truly impressive. There are many other bicycles here, including quite a few gravel bikes. There are also nuke-proof constructions, which is new to this group that we're visiting here. No, nuke-proof is a brand that's really well known for extreme sports like downhill and enduro. They are strong there and have been strong for years. Incredible sports too, and we learned a lot of interesting things here today. I can't talk about all of them because some are still pre-release. However, what we witnessed today, especially concerning the equipment in Ridley's painting facilities, truly speaks volumes about the exceptional quality of these bicycles. It highlights the immense dedication of the people striving to ensure everything here is of the highest standard, and the advanced technology they've consequently implemented for this kind of work, such as the crucial positive pressure systems within the paint shops. These are genuinely captivating tidbits that are fascinating to observe. They also provide a clear understanding of the components involved in bicycle manufacturing and specifically what determines the final retail price that customers encounter in stores, detailing exactly what goes into that cost. There are still many bikes here which I'd love to check out. I also invite you to Road-Racing.pl, where I'll upload photos from this visit. And I think I'll also make a gallery on Facebook, but I'll see about that. I'd really prefer to put this up on my own website, Road-Racing.pl. Well then, I extend my invitation to the second part of this video, and please remember to engage with this recording. Thank you very much. Take care. Goodbye.
Our visit to Ridley headquarters began with a comprehensive tour of their impressive showroom. And the showroom truly leaves a lasting impression, precisely as it ought to in any bike factory. There are simply a lot of bikes there. The entire current collection is on display. Additionally, right next to this showroom, you'll also find some fascinating spaces such as the secret room, which houses pre-release bikes, or more accurately, not the actual bikes, but their 3D printed versions. Now that's an interesting experience to see something like that for the first time in person, where, for example, the bottom bracket is, well, not drilled because it's just about getting a feel for how it looks. But here in the pictures, you can see the whole collection. The factory, well, it starts like any factory with a warehouse. There's also a very large warehouse here for bikes ready to be shipped, but not just some bikes from 3 or 4 years ago. The production dates indicate that these are brand new purchases. Here we have a warehouse for frames and a separate one for parts. Everything is thoroughly managed using specialized software. The whole system for production planning and the consumption of individual parts is closely monitored and carefully controlled to ensure these processes are optimized. Ridley frames are actually painted right here in Belgium at this very location. The painting process for these frames is very refined, and I would say it's quite advanced and focused on quality. And so, after being meticulously prepared for painting, the frames are naturally transported to the painting facilities, where they are maintained under positive pressure. This prevents any unwanted contaminants or dirt from settling on the frame, ensuring a pristine finish that lasts. And of course, just like in any high-quality paint shop, after each individual painting and clear coat application process, the frames are dried at elevated temperatures to ensure everything proceeds efficiently. Naturally, a comprehensive and very precise quality control check takes place after each of these processes. This is how it looks. This is what the paint shop looks like, and it genuinely creates a very cool impression. It is ultra clean in there. It's a very, very pristine facility, a truly spotless plant where this type of work is carried out. The paint quality, which you can later observe in the areas where they are stored before final assembly, is genuinely remarkably high. However, this is characteristic of companies that paint their bikes in Europe. And then moving on to Ridley, of course, the next step involves the assembly process for these bicycles. Here are just a few more shots from the paint shop itself. However, the assembly of the bicycles, that's also done on site, of course. And as is typical in such cases, it's the complete process, all the way to installing the tires, indeed everything. The completed bicycle is carefully placed into a box, meticulously assembled, and then dispatched to a dealer who may have ordered it from anywhere in Europe or even globally. And when it comes to Ridley's current offerings, well, they're quite, shall we say, extensive in the gravel bike segment. It is, so to speak, a benchmark for the industry because Ridley truly offers a suitable option for every single gravel bike category, making it a true leader in this area. From aero racing gravel bikes to climbing specific models and even expedition focused gravel bikes, Ridley offers a comprehensive range. And here you can see the frames which are now completely ready for assembly. These frames, all set for assembly, include aluminum frames, carbon frames, and yes, there are also titanium frames available in the lineup. Thus, a complete spectrum of materials is utilized in the bike production process. Yes, as you can see here in these shots, there's quite a wide selection of colors available. The Ridley configurator, I recommend you check out how it looks on Ridley's website, should you be interested in seeing it. Yeah, these colors are very much on trend. A lot of effort goes into this. Here we have the tire assembly station and everything related to wheels, with the dedicated employee who expertly handles all these tasks. State-of-the-art storage systems are evident at every turn. And now we're moving on to the Aero Tunnel, which was truly a major highlight of this visit. It's a tunnel designed on the principle of drawing air inward, rather than pushing it directly onto the object or athlete being tested. Cyclists use it, but they're not the only ones. Speed skaters also benefit, as do manufacturers of cycling apparel. Here you can see the results of this tunnel's operation. One of the girls here from Poland simply had her hair incredibly messed up. The tunnel is impressive, and that's a 3D figure of Tony Martin. Just for your interest, many top European cyclists who win World Tour races utilize this very tunnel to meticulously optimize their riding position, and as you will notice, directly beneath the tunnel, there is an aero bar set up. This is what it looks like from the outside. Those enormous fans are truly massive. Additionally, there are many more opportunities here for optimizing cycling performance. Of course, there's a bike fitting center and a general research center for cyclists. For instance, they investigate how a cyclist's body temperature impacts their performance. This is achieved by having the cyclist ingest a sensor that internally measures their core temperature from the inside. Yes, such things are also done here. Here are some more shots of the bikes tested in this tunnel, including time trial bikes and triathlon bikes. These are UCI approved for time trials, while for triathlon machines they truly let their imagination run wild. And at the end we all went for a ride on the track. That was interesting too. See you in the next Road-Racing.pl features.